What's good, YouTube? This is AOC85 here, and I'm bringing you guys another deck profile. Now that I'm pretty sure that this deck has not been used too much in the meta, I'm pretty comfortable with giving you guys my Psychic deck profile. This is one of two Psychic decks I've worked on. This is more of the Psychic control version. I have a Psychic OTK, which uses shooting Quasar Dragon, but I haven't got my shooting Quasar Dragon in the mail yet, so once I do, I'll post that video with this extra deck. But for now, today, this is my Psychic control deck. So let's go straight into it. So we have 3 copies of Hush Psychic Cleric, 3 copies of Serene Psychic Witch, 2 copies of Armed Axon Kicker, 2 Silent Psychic Wizard, 2 Psychic Commander, and 2 Esper Girl. We have 1 Reinforced Human Psychic Borg, 1 Psychic Snail, 1 Mental Seeker, 1 Mind Master, and those are the monsters. For spells, we have the staple 2 MST, 2 copies of Miracle Synchro Fusion, which brings out one of my favorite monsters in the extra deck, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, the ever awesome Emergency Teleport, Giant Trunade, Mind Control for all your tuners, Monster Reborn, 1-for-1 for Mind Master, and 1 copy of Psychic Field Zone, and 1 copy of Telekinetic Power Wall. In my other videos, I'll explain exactly what these new Psychic cards can do, including the spells and the traps, but for now, I just want to give you guys the deck lineup. So, we have 2 copies of Brain Hazard, 2 Psychic Trigger, 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, 2 Mind Over Matter, and 1 Torrential Tribute. You notice in this deck I'm not using Solemn Warning or Solemn Judgment. I actually side deck those cards because this deck, as you know, Psychics really eat up your life points. And as we all know, life points aren't too important in Yu-Gi-Oh! They're more of I guess, a tool to be used. But in this deck, they are super important because some of your biggest plays, you cannot do it unless you have a good amount of life points. And you don't want to waste life points trying to prevent your opponent from doing things. So in place of those cards, I have 2 copies of Mind Over Matter and Bottomless Trap Hole to stop summons and to negate and destroy cards at speed spell 3. Mind Over Matter is particularly good because it works in tandem with cards like Silent Psychic Wizard, Hush Psychic Cleric, and a few cards in the extra deck. Speaking of the extra deck, today I'm going to go do something a bit different and talk about extra deck straight up in the main deck. We have 2 copies of Ultimate Axon Kicker. This is probably my favorite card in the extra deck. I'll talk about him when I go into in-depth discussion, but just know that he's a level 10, I believe. Yes, a level 10 Psychic Fusion monster. 2900 attack, 1700 defense, that cannot be destroyed by card effects. We have 1 copy of Overmind Archfiend, the new Psychic tuner that came out. 1 copy of Hyper Psychic Blaster, the 3000 attack beat stick. Trishula, Thought Ruler, Stardust, Psychic Life Transfer, Black Rose Dragon, Etereal Landois, or Lonelandis, I guess, since Tortoise is not Tortoise. Yeah. So the Etereal Landis, Etereal Barkion, Brown Neck, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Magical Android, Etereal Beast, and Allied Justice Cataster. So that's the main Psychic deck, plus the extra deck. I don't use side deck videos because I feel like side decks are very specifically for different people. If you guys want, let me know and I'll give you ideas for different side decks for not just the Psychic deck but other decks I posted. But yeah, let's take a look at the deck one last time. Next videos I'll post will have discussions about each card choices, what the new Psychic cards do, and how some of the old cards help to strengthen the deck. As usual, thank you so much for all your comments and subscriptions. Thank you for watching this video. Leave any comments you have down below. Too close. If you have any questions, PM me and I will try and reply as promptly as possible. And keep on enjoying the game and keep on having fun. Peace out, you two.